I think that's going to be a lot of work. All right, tinkering has begun on the 67 F100. This truck was my grandfather's. He actually bought it from a buddy of his that he worked with at the steel mill, who bought it, had it for a few days. It wouldn't pull his boat, so he got a 3/4 ton. So he's technically the second owner, but really the first owner. He got it the first week. This one's kind of cool because I ran the VIN. It came up that it was the 475th F100 built in 1967 in California. Pretty cool. Let me give you a tour. So this truck has been in our family since 1967. As far as I know, there hasn't ever been anything done to it other than somebody ripped the mirrors off when they were in high school going down an alley. Oh. Might have been me. So I got these when I worked at a Ford dealership, and they work fine. I'd like to go with more of a Mustang style bolt-on mirror, but it'll work for now. It's tucked away in here for a while. It did spend some time outside. Hood's pretty hammered, and then a barn fell on it. Don't ask. So I got this other hood. It's got a couple rust spots, but it's pretty straight. So I'm gonna rip into that pretty soon and see if that's gonna be a good replacement. Pretty straight, not too rusty. I've got a little bit going on down here. And then in the jams, we've got a little bit starting and a little bit more on the other side, but it's all original. It's pretty great that nothing's been monkeyed with. It does have this cool trim ring my 72 didn't have, so it's fancy. Original steering wheel. It's kind of funny that these were all green, which the only other green one I've seen was a Ranger my buddy had. I've got a little crack in the dash there, a little crack there. I'm gonna live with that. Original headliners in it. It's a little wonky, but I'm not changing that. That's really great. I'm a little disappointed this trim rusted, but you know, we'll paint it and it'll match. And had a CB for a while. Still has a CB. Totally forgot. There it is. So it's 4-speed, 352. A little bit of lightning going on there. It is a custom cab, dual tanks, and this is a Camper Special F100. So it's got a really meaty spring pack in it. It'll just about blow your kidneys out when you're trying to drive it, but it's not too bad under here. And I think it's only got 106,000 miles on it. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think every one of these bump sides that I've seen has this same bend from somebody hooking a chain to tow it. I don't know what that's about. I'm hoping I can massage it down. Most of these I've seen when they're painted up, they look pretty good with the bumper painted, just because it kind of lays into the body so nice. So we'll see what happens with that. Headlights around, the grill's perfect. It's just absolutely perfect. One little ding here, I think I can massage out a little bit, but it's really great. I'm pretty happy with it. Still got, here's where the barn fell on it actually. I knocked that out. When I walked in and saw the hayloft laying on this, I was so freaked out because these aren't reproduction, these 67 non-reflector F100 badges. So I was really happy to see that survived. I mean, it was right there. It was so scary. A little dent in the fender, not bad. I mean, kind of goes with the rest of it. It's got that 1-year only Camper Special there on the cowl. And a little rust there on the door. I'd walk in a little farther, but I can't fit between the pole and the truck. But all in all, it'll look pretty cool just to get it running the way it is right now. It's definitely farm fabulous. So can't wait to get going on this thing. So try number 3 to find a carburetor that's gonna fit. That doesn't fit on this Ford. You got a family that's mostly Chevy. It's hard to dig around in the barn to find it. But this one, I pieced together. I haven't rebuilt it yet because I wanted to make sure it fit first. This is a 500 CFM Holly. I'm hoping that's right. Moment of truth. Come on. Now it's really important to use the right size wrench when you're working on fittings like this. I don't even know what this is for. Plug that later. We'll see if it fits. There it is. Well, the throttle open. Oh yeah, nice. Sweet. How about the linkage? And break that up. Oh, actually, I think that's just the way it's supposed to be. That is mostly working. Sweet. So, float bowl inlet's in the wrong spot, so you can either bend up this fuel line or find another one, cut it, flare it, probably just run some rubber for now. Maybe we'll do that with another fuel line we got laying around. Like most of these, the manifold's cracked out and it was bad. Like my grandpa did an RTV repair that is loud. That's a plug I can't get out yet. I've had ATF soaking in the cylinders for about 3 months now, and it's hopefully doesn't gonna have stuck rings. There's where the head actually they cut that to get the bolt out. I've got a set of short tube headers that I think I'm gonna throw in because this thing, the exhaust leaks, it's noisy. This was a new master cylinder right before we parked it, and I think this thing got parked in '98, so it's been moved from barn to barn outside for a while, but there's no pedal right now, and I rebuilt all the wheel cylinders and they're just not working now, so it's gonna have to throw some parts at it for sure. I just wanted to get this carb on here so I knew I had something just to dump gas at it to see if it'll fire. It's the distributor out of my 72. I'd like to go with an ATI, but right now I just want to see if it's going to work. Not all these wires stayed together while I was trying to get it out, so we're gonna have to replace a couple. Grab some out of the stash. Hey, thanks for coming out to the farm today and going over the F100 for the F100 preview. Hopefully we'll get started on that real soon. I can't wait to get that thing back on the road. That was the first vehicle I ever steered, sitting on somebody's lap, which is cool. Datsun was the first thing I ever learned to drive on the road, other than an 8N Ford tractor. So anyway, thank you. Please subscribe and hit the little bell, and that'll let you know when we've got a new video up of working on more junk, trying to get some old stuff back on the road. Thanks a lot. See you next time.